people and public services, transportation services. And also, because it's something that you really couldn't understand it. It's like recreation centers, parks they wanted to target. And 2 weeks ago, they tried a terrible thing to use explosives in Plaza Venezuela. That is why, in the face of the great labor and the great work done by our military forces, our Bolivarian military forces and the police corps, this incredible team that we have in terms of security, tranquility, stability, sovereignty, when they see themselves discovered and neutralized and captured all of those involved, that is why they activated another plans, the plans of aggression, international aggressions against the President of the Republic, trying to see if with that they could cover what was happening. They are experts. I said that in the neighborhood before. If they fail, they will take revenge in a worse way. And with that reaction against me and against Venezuela, what they have manifested, what they have achieved is that a great wave of international solidarity has arisen. And that is why they are activating other leftist forces in order to attack our forces, a calumnious discourse against our own institutions, and the masks are falling, and we need to continue. Let's continue with our moral, our ethics, because we represent legality, constitutionality in this country. If it were not because of the military and police power, those people could have filled this country with violence. They would have taken us to a civil war. And as I told my great friends, if they had led us to a civil war, who would these people be accusing? Who would the far right be accusing, and imperialism be accusing? They would be accusing me. They would be accusing me, as they have always done. The sanctions against the economy, of course, they made us go backward. It was a great damage. We went from a prosperous economy to a great fall in 2020. And who did they blame? The economic war. They caused the great devastation. And who did they blame? They sabotaged the electrical system, and who did they blame? I always remember, let me please comment here. I was speaking before today with the General Attorney, called me as the head of state in the framework of the cooperation of powers to inform me in terms of the evidence that he has in terms of infiltrations, that you cannot believe it. Infiltrations in sectors that are calling themselves Bohemian leftists, and they are using them to attack from within. And talking about this, he said, do you remember this person and this person and this person? I'm not going to name them because they'll be famous. Do you remember this person and this person? Do you know who they are? Don't name them, please. Don't name them, please. Do you remember this one and this one? Of course, the same ones. That 5 years ago, when they murdered and disappeared the body of our Professor Rodriguez, said that you were the responsible. Do you remember that? And they did marches and everything. And they had the criminals, the responsibles right beside them, and when the police and the Attorney General Tarek William Saab discovered the whole crime, and he captured all the criminals that made up that committee, that group, these people, they acted crazy and didn't say anything because they are acting to talk wrongly about me. That's their own objective. Well, they haven't been able to do so. They haven't been able